My name is Barbara King, and my job title is General Manager for Redmar Mobile Game Theater. We provide mobile entertainment for birthday parties, corporate events, fundraisers, and church and school events. Primary responsibilities is business planning and strategy for the company, the strategic plan for the business, of course, finance and accounting, in addition to the HR side of it, human resources. We do the hiring, or I do the hiring, and I haven't had to terminate anybody, so that's a good thing. And then the last piece, which is the piece that I really love, is that's the event facilitation, because I get an opportunity to interact with the parents and also the kids. It was a birthday, and so first we will get a request for us to do, and all of that is done online. And so the customer goes out to our website and says, hey, I am interested to book a birthday party for my son that's aged 9 years old. So they'll go out and find the date and time that they would like for us to do the game truck party. Typically, I will do the confirmations, tell them a little bit about what we do when we come out and we bring the game truck out. And then what to expect when they book a game truck party. So that's kind of the typical setup. Taking the payments, making sure that the drivers know exactly where the location of the event, parking instructions. All of those things are conveyed at the time that we do the booking. Because I had accounting in high school and in college. And so when I think about, running the business and how important it is to keep your books up, understanding your profits, your expenses. What do you have going out in the way of expenses? What do you, do you need to adjust your prices to make yourself more competitive, or are you charging enough to recoup your expenses and to obtain some revenue? So all of those things are very important in terms of on the math side of things. Most businesses are birthed out of an idea when they see something. My husband and I saw this concept executed in California. We actually went to his family reunion, and you plan the foods, you got the event facility. What about activities? What are the kids going to do? And they says, well, we rented a game truck. Me being from Oklahoma and not knowing I said, well, what is a game truck? They said, you don't have game trucks there. And I said, I've never heard of that. And so they brought the game truck on site. My husband and I had an opportunity to talk to the owners of the game truck, but more than anything, seeing the kids interact in the game truck and how they were gravitated to them, and it kept them occupied for that couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours that they had rented the game truck. And so the concept was actually, we saw it in action in another state. We came home and began to do some research, and I spent about a couple of years. I spent a couple of years actually researching the game truck concept. And so Oklahoma, believe it or not, they were it was kind of concerning because I only saw 1 or 2. It looks like that they had been around a little bit and things, but again, most people had never even heard of a game truck. It was intriguing to me, and when I did the numbers crunching, look at the return on investment and look to see how profitable it was, I would tell my husband, I said, I think that we can do that. when you start a business, you look for some startup loans or startup grants and things. Well, you have to be creative in finding that funding to start up your business. My background is in MIS, Information System Security, with, of course, business type courses that were part of that. Really, my background was in IT. What I do for a living Monday through Friday is IT. And so I did some computer programming, some computer networking, of course, databases. I started by working in the computer programming for mainframes, and then evolved into the PC era, and then it evolved from that to networking. And so that's pretty much my background. I did have accounting in high school, accounting 1, 2, and 3. If there's ever anything that I would want to stress to high schoolers is that you want to have some level of business type classes up under your belt, because you don't know whether or not you're going to go and work in business and to work for a company or an industry. And then whether or not you're going to be your own, be an entrepreneur and run your own business. But it's vitally important that you really have an understanding about math and how business operates and work and things. Because otherwise, if you don't understand that, you probably won't be in business very long.